Hello. I think I've, first of all, I think I've officially fixed the audio. We'll see how the stream goes. Also, I just changed it up to N64 music for funsies. I don't know. I hear the same track. I mean, you hear them too, but I hear them louder than you. These same tracks over and 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 over. Anyways, how long is this video of the music? Oh, 2 hours. Okay, so as long as I'm not going over 2 hours, we're good. But just in case, I doubt I'm gonna go over 2 hours, but we'll loop it just in case. Okay. But yeah, what do you guys expect? I'm always gonna be late. If you ever vote no, if you think I'm gonna be on time, you're just lying to yourself and everyone here. But if I could figure out how to get back to my streaming service, there we go. Let's not hit that. But welcome. Let's go over a few things with not just this mod kit, but we still have all 4 Game Boy Pockets available right now. Also, we have all 5 of those DMGs still. We are down on Game Boy Colors. We've only got 4 now. We only have 4, but we got a Game Boy Advance back. So we've got these 3 Game Boy Advances, and this guy was sold, went to a nice guy, and then unfortunately it arrived with a bad screen, so I took it back, swapped it out, and he said, hey, can I actually get the Totodile GBC instead? I'm like, sure man, whatever. And so now this is fixed and back in my possession, and so it's up for sale again. Bunch of stuff in my way. But yeah, that is that. Oh yeah, and if you've been waiting to buy a Game Boy from me to see if I'm doing a Black Friday sale or anything like that, I'm not. But I did just drop all the prices below about what a sale I would do would be. If that makes sense. I dropped them significantly enough that it would be considered a sale, and I think those are just going to be my new low prices going forward. So there you go. Pretty much everything is below $200, or technically below $200 at $199, but this is going to be over just because it's got more functionality and stuff, and plus I don't like SPs, if you guys haven't gotten that message across, and plus these still sell, so I just feel like it'd be dumb to drop the price. So yeah, I thought one would sell, but it happens. But there's also a thing with this Game Boy. Well, it's not that with the Game Boy, but with this kit. After the first time we did the TV-out mod, this cable was the one we used, and it did not work. It did not want to work, at least. Audio worked fine. Video, no. So, what we're gonna try, according to Retro Game Repair Shop, is soldering to pin 1 instead of pin 3. So we're gonna give that a shot. If that doesn't work, then this is just a bad cable. And I have a good cable on the way. We'll swap it over to 3 on the soldering, and once the new cable comes in, I can sell this with the new cable. But yeah. So, without any further ado, let's get started. We only got a few names to start today. I didn't spiel long enough, I guess. But maybe people are on vacation because it is Thanksgiving week, and I know that some people get the whole week off. Well, no one I know does, but I guess only 50% of my audience is in the US too. But we got MN Sweet, Jovi, Jewed, and Erwin. Welcome. It's a quiet little stream today. It's a little odd because it is SP, that's what it's called. But maybe, like me, everybody is still grinding on some Pokemon, because that's what I was doing leading up to this, and what I'm going to be doing after this, I mean, besides working. But this was also a broken SP. How's the audio? Is the music loud, quiet, whatever? You're only taking Friday off? You're not taking Thursday off? I assume you are, but that would suck if you don't get Thursday off. Even though Thanksgiving is my least favorite holiday. Working from home today and Wednesday. Potentially Wednesday. That would be awesome, because I'd love to see your face on Wednesday. Or your dog's face, because that's your dog. But I've been having a lot of fun on Pokemon. I'm not going to spoil anything, so don't worry. No spoilers here, but I will say that I think that people are a little whiny about the performance issues. Yes, there are pretty substantial issues with what's it called? The performance of the game. It is not good, but and let me say this: Game Freak absolutely needs to fix it. It is not cool, but I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. Most of the bad things that have happened to me are just funny glitches. I've only had one crash, and yeah, it's honestly been very smooth sailing this entire time, and it's just been a lot of fun. There are hiccups, and there are some slowdowns here and there, and is the frame rate good? Absolutely not. But I'm also not like super picky when it comes to that. If I saw the frame counter the whole time, I might make a bigger stink about it, but I don't know. I'm just kind of just rolling with it. It's not a big deal to me. The game is fun enough that it doesn't matter to me, but I still really, really hope that Game Freak puts out some updates to fix it. Because I think it is partially the Switch that's holding it back, but I also think it's just partially Game Freak not having the experience to make a game of this size in this way, considering that only a few years ago they were still making games for the 3DS, and even then the 3DS could not handle Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or even Sun and Moon very well. You really wanted to use the new 3DSs if you didn't want to have the same performance issues as we're seeing on the Switch games. But yeah. Okay. I still need to get the hinges out, unfortunately. I need to just buy a bunch of hinges, but then it would also make the stream shorter, so I feel like I shouldn't. Oh wow, okay. This speaker is kind of stuck in there. Okay. Hello, DC. Hey, buddy. I don't think I've ever seen your name, Mr. the Duck. Or the Duck. The dude KJ. It just looked like Duck at first to me. Heat may have just died. Oh no. Watch me on a PC and then you'll warm up. Oh, put on the fireplace streams. The cozy 4K fireplace streams. I'm kidding. That does really suck, especially knowing where you live. I've been freezing in this house even with the heat. Hi, Tristan. Quack. Happy Monday. Oh, also, if you guys aren't already subscribed to the VOD channel, and if you're going to miss VODs or streams in the future, you're going to want to subscribe to the VOD channel, because today's VOD stream, we're almost caught up. It is last Monday's stream, and then tomorrow's will be last Wednesday's stream, and then Wednesday's will be today's stream, and then on Thanksgiving, I'll post Wednesday's stream to the VOD channel. And every day going forward, as soon as I can upload the current day's stream to the VOD channel, it will be up on the VOD channel. And that will be the only place you can watch it. Because unfortunately, I decided to finally start a VOD channel, and then YouTube's like, actually, we'll separate the live streams onto a separate tab. But I'm sticking to my guns and swapping the streams over to a VOD channel still. Mainly because I deleted instead of just privating a lot of them. Plus on the back end, it's kind of annoying to see all of the streams for me. The only streams that'll stay up on the main channel are either if it's like a special stream or it's a members only stream. So it wouldn't make sense to move the members only streams to a different channel. That is the plan. So get subscribed to the VOD channel if you aren't already. Please and thank you. I don't think it's entirely the Switch's fault, but I think if it were stronger, we wouldn't have these as nearly as much problems. But I think it's half and half to blame. The Switch is not powerful. Even when it was released, it was not powerful. So, and with other things that have come out, it has been shown that other devices like the Switch can be a lot more powerful. Especially with Nintendo's resources, they could make it stronger. Well, welcome, Tristan. It was 27 degrees last night. Jeez. Need the tweezers for this. Need an ankle. There we go. Okay. That's on the left. This is on the right. Hello, DJ. I haven't seen your name in a while. I was gonna say your face, but I haven't seen your face ever. How you doing? Okay, we are halfway done already. 14 minutes in. Okay. Woohoo, back for Mod Mondays. A nice SP. Love doing mods on these. I don't. Actually, to be honest, it has gotten a lot better. It has gotten a lot better. But if it wasn't my best-selling mod and my biggest moneymaker, I probably wouldn't do it. Not nearly as much, at least. But I continually sell out of them. And this is the last mod kit I have on hand currently. I'm going to work on getting more. I think from here on out, I might just do the TV-out mods for the SP and the regular GBA, just so I can give you more value. But I don't know, we'll see. Depends on what the stock situation is with those. Okay. Let's get this board out. And do I just desolder these guys? Did I do that last time? I think I did. I'm just gonna desolder these. There's no need for a color palette, and there's no need for a brightness touchpad, especially when there's a freaking brightness button on here. It drives me crazy. Xenoblade runs smoothly from what I've seen. Yeah. And to be fair to Game Freak, with how big of a company they are, I don't want to give them too much slack. But they have never done anything like this. And pretty much their entire history is making portable console games on the weak Nintendo systems. I don't know. My biggest thing is people complaining a ton. I complain a ton about a lot of things, don't get me wrong, but I think people are making just a little too big of a stink about it. If Game Freak never does anything about it, different story. Probably would be up in arms about that. But I feel like they're going to at least make it a good, decent chunk better. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know why I unplugged that. We need to solder more. Guess we can zoom in for this. Whoop. Need to clean my mat. It is getting dirty. Okay. So, no need to solder to L or R. But just the ground. I said just the ground. Just the ground. Just the AV. Okay. Okay. Over here, we're gonna solder to. We're gonna add some solder to pin 1, just right here, and then some solder right there to that one. We'll also add some solder to this ground for funsies, because I don't know which one I'm going to solder to. And then we can also add some solder to, oh, it's already got some solder there. Just add a little tiny bit there. Okay. And then the last thing we're going to solder to, or add solder to, is this point on the ribbon cable. Right there. And I'm going to clean my tip. Grab the littlest dab of flux. Sometimes I don't even push the syringe down. I just hold it there and then use whatever's on the tip of the syringe. That's enough. I'm also going to solder this little guy. There we go. Put that off to the side, grab the board again, and then we will do this one is ground. And this one is AV. Okay. Question. I recently got the laminated IPS for GBA. The Funny Playing operating system works once, but I think there's an issue with the select button. I have to really press it for it to work. If you would buy a Switch Pokemon game, which one is? Are you asking which Pokemon game I would buy on the Switch if I could only buy one? I would probably get the newest ones. Personally, I like Sword and Shield a lot. I know a lot of people did not. I also really like Let's Go. I think all of them are good, but I think that Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl were probably the biggest letdowns, just because those are my favorite games, Diamond and Pearl. So that was a letdown for me. But yeah, I would probably still go with the latest ones because they are really cool, despite the issues. But also, the Pokemon Company put out 2 big Pokemon. Yeah, they've also released. To be fair, BDSP was made by Ilka. I don't know how much Game Freak worked on it, if at all. But Legends Arceus, or Arceus, however you want to say it, and then this game, both in 2022. Keep in mind, and they're both open-ish world games. And they also came out with DLC and Sword and Shield recently, too. So it's like, I don't know. Yes, we should complain a little bit and make it known that they need to do better. But I don't know. I just feel like it's a little silly. Okay. Let's continue on with the mod. Let's zoom out. Sticky. Okay. Let's actually put the installation on. Okay. How's the music? I think I asked, but I don't know if anybody answered. Is the music hearable? Is it too loud? Am I too quiet? What do you guys think? Probably should have tested this first, huh? Oopsie. I don't know. Okay, so if it goes in like this, I think it is pins up, right, guys? Anybody know? Guess we can test it. I feel like it's not. I feel like it's pins down. We'll see. Okay. Where's the battery? That's right there. It's only audible just barely when you're not talking. That's about the level I want it anyways. Because just in case Nintendo decides to start copyright claiming Nintendo music. Okay, so it's not working. Unless... Nope. Brightness is not down on it. Okay. Or... No, that's not for bright. Okay. So let's try this pins down. I think it's pins down because this looks like a more familiar look. That's the person who bought the last TV out. There we go. Okay, it's pins down. Remember that. this one's pins up, this one's pins down. I guess that makes sense. You're not flipping it over. You're just loop-de-looping it. Okay. Now, we can take that double-sided tape, stick this thing down, flop that over. Okay. We're good on that one. Fold that just a little bit. Don't completely crease it. And we can peel this off. Okay. What did I miss DC say? I didn't see DC say anything about the games. Unless I'm blind, which is possible. Oh. But yeah, I think they probably should have waited to release the game. If they knew it was unoptimized like it is. But, oh well. I know what I've said about the game is a hot take, but I don't really care. So for these, I like to wrap the wires in the loop-de-loop. And I have one folded, which is the AV, which I'm glad I'm going over this so I don't forget. The AV is folded, the ground is not. It sounds like Super Monkey Ball music. What is this song? Bomberman Hero. It's called Milky. Definitely heard this song before. About to mod my first SP very soon. Saved up some money to get the parts. Nice. I hope it goes well. And I have a tutorial for you. If you need it. Okay. This is not working, wrapping it through that part. Oh well. Let's get this half out. I should probably shut this. I am all sorts of mixed up. Sometimes when I get back after onto Mondays, after the whole rest of the week, Wednesday to Monday is a long wait. And I just forget everything. At least to be fair, it's been a while since I did this SP. I've only done it a handful of times, but this is like a part of every SP, this part. Yeah, very close to 50K. So everybody just make a second account and subscribe. I'm kidding, don't do that. That would just probably hurt my performance. Unless you watch the videos twice and then you watch it once all the way through on both. Then you can make a second account to subscribe. I'm doing good today. Jonathan, how are you? Well, to be fair, my back does hurt because I woke up with a little pain in my back. But it's no biggie. The Advil is seemingly kicked in because I would probably be hurting right now if it didn't kick in. I just like slept funny or something. I know this is from Mario. I just don't know what. Piranha Plant's Lullaby. Oh, yeah. This is a good one. People say I put them to sleep. Okay. Now we can get the bottom half going. All these wires to stick through. Trying to get the ribbon cable through with 3 other wires is a little tough. There we go. Okay. Put that down. Then I guess we gotta get this bag of screws out to get the end caps going. The thoughts on Metroid 1 and 2. To be fair, well, I have played all of the 2D Metroid games. I have not played the original, and I have not played 2 specifically. I played the 3DS remake of Samus Returns, Return of Samus, whatever it's called. And I played Zero Mission, because I think both of those are the more definitive and better editions. I started the Game Boy one, actually on the Game Boy. Wasn't the biggest fan, so I swapped it. I swapped over to the 3DS one, and I really enjoyed that. But if we want to just talk about those games, the remakes, I really like Zero Mission and I really liked Samus Returns, but I really like all of the Samus, or the Metroid games, I should say. The only one I didn't really care for was Super Metroid, and I know that's a controversial opinion. But I don't know. All the other games that I have played for Metroid have been updated to be better controlled. And Super Metroid is technically the oldest one I've played. So, yeah. I think if Super Metroid got an updated version, it would probably be one of the better ones. But the controls really, really held it back in my opinion. Hopefully that makes you happy with my answers. I like them. I love Metroid as a whole. That's like probably my favorite new to me franchise. I started playing Kirby and Metroid because of the Switch, because of their Switch releases being Forgotten Land and Dread. Dread is my favorite. And then I've also started playing the God of War series. I really like that series too. So those are like my 3 favorite new series to me. New series. Okay. Even though it's probably way too early to put this in and it'll fall out. Put those in. Also lift these pads just slightly. They're tabs, not pads. I like to lift them up just because they get smushed down over time, and that's some of the time where you have problems with the sound, but not all the time. Okay. Now, should be able to finish the soldering. We'll start with this one, which is the AV. So we're going to solder this to pin 1. Again, if you're watching this back later to follow along, solder to pin 3. Oh, that did not get in focus at all. I'm so sorry. Solder to pin 3, which is the one directly next to it, in the middle on the bottom row. But I'm soldering to pin 1. I'm actually going to resolder that real quick. I'm going to actually get some flux on it because it's not wanting to cooperate. Is none of it wanting to focus? Oh boy. Yeah, it just wants to focus on my thumb. Okay. That's gotta be good enough, right? That's for the brightness one. So here is the ground, which you can put it to a ground pin if you want, but I'm just doing it to this pin because it is technically grounded. It is just structural support for the link port. So, but it's grounded. So I think technically pin 6 is the ground one. Maybe it's pin 5. Just to clean that up a little bit more. Still not the greatest. And then, as per usual, we can solder the brightness to the out of focus Q12B. Okay. Pokemon on Game Boy is fantastic. I've saved your tutorial actually, so I'm definitely going to use that. Cool. What's my favorite Pokemon game on any Game Boy? On any Game Boy, I would say Emerald. Either Emerald or Fire Red, Leaf Green. I actually would probably say Fire Red or Leaf Green, just because I like the Kanto region a little bit more than Hoenn. But Hoenn is really good too. I don't know. You can't really go wrong with the Game Boy Advance games. I'm not a huge fan of Gen 2. Again, I'm just controversial take after controversial take today. But yeah. But personally, Diamond and Pearl, favorite games for Pokemon. Platinum's good. I mean, like, I just had Diamond when I was a kid. I did not have Platinum till later. I did eventually get it. Okay. Then we just need to route everything around. And double check things in the way. That wire's kind of in the way, so we'll... It's gonna be like impossible to show you. It's nearly impossible to show you and make it so I can see it myself. But I'm just pushing that wire out of the way. There we go. This has got to be Mario Kart, because this sounds like current Mario Kart music. 1080 snowboarding. I was wrong. Okay. There it is. They are glow-in-the-dark membranes. Almost all the membranes are glow in the dark for the SP. Almost all. I don't want to say all of them. But if they look like that clear-ish thing, the glow in the dark look, then they're probably glow in the dark. Okay. I only put one screw in because we're going to put the back half on and just make sure everything's working. Once again, power switch is set to on and not off. Okay. Odd. Alright. Here's this. Now, unfortunately, this will take a little bit of setting up to do. So, please sit tight. But we're going to swap over to the what hopefully will be the Game Boy outputting to the TV, but you'll see it actually on stream. Why did I get these so tangled up? Oh, that's why I tied it in a knot, because I didn't want to confuse it for the other one that wasn't working, just in case this one is broken. But now that's the only one in my possession, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Now, we'll actually plug that in, and then I'll grab a dongle real quick. I'll plug this in too. Okay. I have like a million of these things, so I'm glad they're finally becoming useful. Because SP doesn't have a headphone jack. The more you know. I don't know why they don't just, when they make these cables, turn it. I guess they use them for the other ones, never mind. But they should have included dongle for the SP. Okay, so now, just so we're clear, the HDMI cable that I have, the only one I have available to use in the setup right now, is garbage. So the signal strength is not the fault of the kit. It is my HDMI. But as long as I get it in the right position, we don't move too much. Also, this is upside down. I gotta... No, that's not right. Transform. Rotate 180. They must have added that recently, or I've just never seen that before. Rotate 180. And let's turn this on. Wait for it. Okay. Well, if it doesn't work at all, then that is that is a problem. The Chromecast mod? I don't know what that is in reference to. Okay. So, I don't think it's the HDMI cord. We'll do a little mini investigation. Here, let me swap this over back to my camera. Dang it. My capture card is so busted too. I need to get a new one. Okay. Now we can rotate that 180 degrees. And we're good. Okay. So, one thing I want to test out is the continuity on this. I don't know how there's cobwebs on that. It's been in my drawer. Maybe there's a spider living in my drawer. Fun. But the thing I want to try real quick, since we haven't even hit an hour, is yellow is the one for the visuals. So I'm gonna stab my whatever this is called in here, and then make sure there's continuity there. Well, that's a problem. So, unless there's a ground wire in here as well. I think there's also a ground wire in there. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm just testing for continuity. Because there's 6 pins. There we go, okay. Okay, so on this one, where does this plug in? On here. This plugs in to that one. Okay, so that pin I think is soldered to... I think we're soldered to that pin. Already. We are. That is pin 1. So, it is a pin 1 thing, but it's still not working. Maybe I'll try it on my TV real quick. You guys want me to... You're not gonna be able to see... Let me try something real quick. I'm gonna... Just so you guys don't get like a headache from me unscrewing this. Little box. Okay. Not the best setup at all. But, oh, we're upside down. Say hi to the dog. Oh, yeah. This one. Transform. Rotate 180. Okay. So. Perfect. And it's blocking the window outside. Just maybe do that. Okay. Now you can see the setup and the Ultimate PS2 on the ground. No judging. I'm gonna see if I can get this to work on the TV with a decent HDMI. This is janky. Oh, God. There was a stink bug in my Series X in trying to get in the hole of the the vent holes. And I just thought it was like one of the twist tie things because it blended in. Ugh. Just on the ground. I have to take care of that later. Yeesh. Still alive. Okay. Going back in with the cord this time. Where's the Game Boy? Okay. Put this together real quick. I'm on the wrong input. There we go. can't, but... Yeah, it just doesn't work. That was a close-up I didn't want to show you guys. Hi. Whoa, we don't want to show that either. Okay, we're gonna... Just gonna... Oh, that's wrong too. Do that real quick. Put this up. Back to... Wait. Hello, Rux. Still feel like after touching the bug, it feel weird. Okay. Well, let's swap it back over to pin 3. And I'll put it up for sale when I get the thing in. Unless there's someone in here that's like waiting to buy it and they're fine with buying it now and waiting. But I'd rather just wait till I get the cord in. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I have to swap it to pin 3. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to undo that. Was busy last week and missed streams because I forgot about time. That's alright. I love when you guys are here, but you're not required to always be here. I know that other people have lives too. So I need to reroute this wire. But I'll probably do it later when my soldering iron is not on. No, it's not technically on. Either way. That's not the best for that wire either. So let's redo that. There we go. And we'll get tweezers out. This wire is falling apart. Yeah, I'll do that real quick actually. Okay. One more last bit here. We're going to trim that wire because it's all fraying because it's been melted. That's way too long, but now this should be good. You can't even see it. We'll zoom in. Whoa. Scoot that over. Hopefully with the tweezers it won't autofocus onto my hand. Here, let's do this. Add some solder onto my tip. little pro tip. More like an amateur tip, because this is probably going to make some professionals cringe, but I put a little bit of flux on the wire and then have solder on my tip, and then the entire wire is tinned. It's beautiful. Now it shouldn't fray at all, unless I have it on the heat for a while. This wire is getting in my way, and I have a feeling I'm going to burn it. Or I'm just going to burn the wire that I'm trying to solder. I also need this flux down there. Can you just stick to there? Thank you. Got 3 shinies already? Have you beat the new Pokemon game? Because I still haven't beat it yet. But I'm also just getting super sidetracked everywhere I go. Okay. Everything looks good there. I'm going to just do that, because just in case that wire is falling apart at the ends there. Probably should have soldered it the other way. I'm going to do that real quick. I'm not used to soldering things to the link port, so forgive me. Okay, now we're going to reorient it here. Just straighten it with my fingers there. There we go. That's much better. Now it's not potentially shorting on any pins. Should have just done that from the start. Okay. Okay, but also if you do this mod and it works, unlike mine, oh, there's my hand, you should, once everything is said and done and on, you should only just have to press and hold the brightness button until it swaps to the TV, and then once you turn it off and turn it back on, it swaps back to the Game Boy. If you want to swap it to the Game Boy without turning it off, just press and hold again until it swaps back. Okay. I've not beaten it yet. I got a shiny Summer Form Deerling, Hariyama, and Male Salandit. Only have 171 Pokemon. So, oh, I'm beating you. Loser. No, just kidding. I just beat the Snow Gym, which is not the last. That is the last gym you're supposed to beat. I have not beaten all the gyms. I was just going for the Ghost one, I think, and the one next to it. And I got to the Snow one first. I'm like, we'll challenge it. We'll see what happens. And I won. I actually swept with one Pokemon. It was very easy. Still trying to say it without spoiling anything, even though I don't really think it's definitely not a spoiler to say there's a Snow Gym or a Ghost Gym, especially when you have to fight people of all the types for the story. I wouldn't even consider that a spoiler. Okay. Last few screws, and we're done. This sounds like a banjo song. Oh, maybe not. This is, no, the Sunshine would be... I know the song. Maybe this is 64 then. Super Mario 64. What song is this? Yoshi's Story. The last song was Camera Check from Pokemon Snap. If that's what you're asking, Tristan. What is my ideal Bluetooth audio mod, whether it exists or not? If you're talking about Game Boy specifically, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care about Game Boy audio enough. But if you're just talking about in general for anything, it's not even technically Bluetooth. But I would really like to mod my headphones to be able to work with a 2.4 gigahertz dongle. Dang it! I forgot the nut. Frick. Of course I remember that on the last one. But I would like to be able to use my Bose QC35s on what's it called? On my PlayStation. That's what it's called. I just got distracted. Okay. Almost done here. I'm gonna dump them all into here. Perfect. Are we thinking the black pads? No, I think I'm gonna go with the glow-in-the-dark pads. So the glow-in-the-dark ones will give it some more contrast. I mean, the black ones would still give contrast, but not as much. Okay. .4 is so congested. I don't know. Whatever. I just said it because that's what I know a lot of dongles do. Plus, I don't use my 2.4 network for much. At least out here. So it doesn't really get in the way. The 5 gigahertz would definitely get blocked because I've got my surround sound speakers are on 5 gigahertz and it is really annoying because the Wi-Fi constantly blocks it. Okay. Now we can put the battery cover on. And I also know nothing about Wi-Fi signals really, so I'm just going off of my experiences and not anything scientifically accurate. Also, yes, this wire is sticking out. It's for the camera. So I'm gonna fix that real quick because it's bugging me. There we go. Not a problem. All right, that's really it. I don't think I have any more stickers. I have the Nintendo sticker, which I can put on. Oh, I do have SP stickers. I have plenty. Plenty. Now I'm trying to remember if I put one on the last one or not. Hopefully I did. Okay. Oh, no. Beautiful. It's been an odd stream. Oh well. Okay. Nintendo sticker right here. And then we are D-O-N-E. Don't trim your fingernails before you know you're gonna mod. Number one tip. Now I can't peel this freaking Nintendo sticker. There we go. Beautiful. Wow, I got a lot of notifications. Okay. But, just to test this and make sure everything works, if there is a button that's not working, oh well, I'll fix it another time. I'm about done with this stream. Just mentally. Oh, I gotta put the covers in. But, let's test it. A and B, R and L, right, left, up and down, start and select. Easy peasy. And the brightness works. It's just kind of hard to tell because it's mostly black screen. It's a lot harder to trim your fingernails or to peel the sticker stuff with the tweezer, in my opinion. I like the fingernails. Fingernail method's better. I'm a fan of the fingernail meta. And the heat is kicked on. I'm not going to do anything about it. Also, since Rux is here, I'll go over it in more detail. I think I finally officially fixed the sound problem. I set everything to 48 gigahertz, kilohertz, whatever it is, megahertz. I don't know. It hurts a lot. But I set everything to 48 hertz, and then I realized that also something was a little off with one of the other things that I don't really know how to explain, but I changed the settings on that, and I think everything is fully matched now. Because I have a black hole. I'm going to now try to explain the thing that I don't think I can explain. The thing I used to get the audio from the MacBook is black hole, and there's a 2 channel and a 16 channel, and I think the 2 channel was on 48 hertz. I'm just going to say hertz. 48 kilohertz, okay. 48K. And then I put everything else I put to 44.1, and so that was still on 48, so I just swapped everything to 48 instead, because I'm assuming bigger number means better quality. I don't know, and sound isn't very stream intensive, so it's not like it's gonna make the stream worse or slower or whatever. Yeah. Okay, don't hear any static anymore. Sweet. Hey Levi, can we see the button glow? Yeah. We'll hold this up to the light for a couple seconds, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I actually took a class on wireless technologies which focused on securing them. Well, I want to make a universal Bluetooth chip that can be dropped into any project that specifically has a constant ground signal that goes out when the Bluetooth is active. That is above my pay grade, and I'm a little confused, but that sounds awesome for you. I do have the router. I do have the router in a high spot. It's not like at the top of the house, but it's like 5 feet up. But I have an SD card. How do I put games on it? That's a very vague question. Okay. Ready for this? Here is the glow. I like the auto ISO adjustment. Makes it look really cool. It is definitely muted, but it's still very cool. in some thighs, but I like the way it looks in the camera. That's awesome. God, my eyes adjusting to everything on the screen and around me. Wow, I don't realize how bright these lights are sometimes. If it wasn't so fuzzy, the picture, then I would probably do it in this lighting. I mean, I don't know. It is nice. You definitely can't see all the little things on the board with this little of light, but flashbang, sorry. But yeah, that's that. Okay. Glow in the dark Metroid one would be cool. The Metroid one that I did recently is actually glow in the dark. So yes. Thank you, Mom, even though it says Dennis. Unless Dad changed it from DJ Ames. But I dropped all the prices on all of the Game Boys, minus the SPs and macros, because those are competitively priced. At least the macros are. Anyways, we've got all of these that are now $199.99. That's $15 less than before, and that's as low as I'll ever have it, because these shells are expensive. But if you want those, available now. These, I believe, are $159. Don't quote me. But if you want a Game Boy Pocket that's modded, these are OSD. These are funny playing. Either way, you're going to have the same good experience. It's going to be a great time. I believe they're all the same price. I just don't know what the price is because I don't have Pockets very often. Do any of these have batteries in them? No. Okay. And we've got the DMGs, but then also this is now $199. All the UV printed ones, unless they have something special about them, like an AV out kit maybe in the future, these are going to be $199 and below. And I believe these are back down to $175 is what I used to have everything at, and then prices went up on things, and now I've dropped them down. Partially because things are a little bit slower, but also partially because prices are coming back down to normal a little bit. So, yeah. There is that. I'm really surprised that this one hasn't sold yet. I know that there's like the little bit of the shell you can see through it that's annoying, but it doesn't cover any of the screen, so it doesn't, I don't know. It'd be more of a hassle to get rid of it than to just keep it, because it does not affect anything except for aesthetics. Okay. I want to put like Pokemon and all my games on it. I just don't know how. I would grab a flash cart. I'll even link one in the chat real quick. But what you need is a flash cart. Easy Flash Omega. I should probably put that into RGRS. RGRS. Okay. And I believe they have the Easy Flash. Yeah. Okay. No. Copy. Use code Jake to save 10%. But that is the Easy Flash Omega. That is the flash card that I use personally. I like it. You'll have to install the firmware onto your SD card and then put your games on there. And you should be able to play GBA, GB, GBC, and even NES on that. So that's what I recommend. I should have it in, like, I know I don't, but I probably should have it in my description. So yeah. That is going to be it for this one. thank you all for coming out. I'll make a post about this, whether it's on community posts or Instagram or whatever it is, when I get the right cable in and it's working. So if you are wanting to buy it, you'll know to get it then, or you can just keep looking at the website until it pops up. But yeah, don't forget the sales and the new low prices, and I've also got some new merch coming up too. So hopefully I can get at least one of the designs out for the holidays. So yeah, I don't know what we're doing on Wednesday, and on Friday we're gonna do an ultimate PS2. So if you're into PS2s, stick around and watch Friday's video on Friday. You can get off the channel for a while. Just come back on Friday and come back on Wednesday too. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now and go to work. So I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.